Hi, my name is Zulki Mujahid, and I'm standing with my good friend. And I know his name, we met before, but I want him to introduce by himself. Hi, buddy, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. Good,
Good,
good
good,
to
good.
meet you.
What's your name, my friend?
Mike Deranger. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
I'm Mike Deranger.
yeah, I met him before, and we had a very good conversation. And then we found like you are doing hunger strike. So, what brings you here?
I wanted to spread awareness. It started out with awareness first. I wanted to bring awareness to the fact that we have a lot of outside companies coming here as indigenous owned companies, but really they're not.
Okay.
And then we have a lot of other people coming here and self-identifying as indigenous and starting companies, which they're not. And then we also have indigenous organizations such as NABA and CCAB, who also bring in these companies too and give them certification as an actual indigenous company, which many are not, just only through certification. So we have all these entities coming here from outside the region, and some of them are large companies. They're very large companies. They also do joint ventures with our nations. And that's not really a bad thing because joint ventures that benefit the nation, like housing, stuff like that in the reserves where the actual members are being supported by these joint ventures, that's good. But it's the private joint ventures that we do partnerships with who use our nations for financial gain. And then further outside of that, they go and get contracts on their own as an indigenous partner with the nations without telling us, or else what we call associate member companies, which are the big companies. They come in here too, and they get more contracts as indigenous companies. And then also too, as I mentioned, what we call pretendian companies, people who self-identify as indigenous, they as well start getting big contracts, sometimes with their nations or sometimes with their nation members, entrepreneurs, and then they start doing their own thing. But this group of roughly three, it's been growing and growing. So the divide between our successful nation-owned business and entrepreneurs that are very successful in the region, the Bouchers and the Center Fires and all those guys, companies who are doing really good.
Right.
And then you get this group in the middle. And then the other side of that, you have our member-owned companies like myself, the smaller ones.
Yeah.
So the fastest growing segment of indigenous business and indigenous spend is actually this outside group. So they're growing and growing. And as they grow and grow, they push us out. So this is the third time that they pushed me out. And I said, after this, I have to do something because if I don't do nothing now, it's my future generations that are going to suffer. Because what they're really doing here is fraud and theft of intergenerational wealth. So somebody had to say something. Somebody had to do something about the elephant in the room. And after they did this to me this last time, without reason, I had to do something. So that's why I'm here. And I've been on a 14-day hunger strike, as most people would call it, so that people would listen to me. Because I could have came here and did the exact same thing and ate good every day. But I felt that I had an important message. And I felt that message could be amplified if I practice some of what we do in our culture, which is called a fast and a prayer. Although it's been a hunger strike, for me, it's been a fast and a prayer to bring awareness to something. But now that message went far beyond what I thought it would. And now it's turned into a distinct message for change.
Okay. I do have a question like the people like you, the common people, the grassroots people who lives in here, and you are maybe like your family came here maybe 400 years ago. Would you like to tell people like how long your family ancestors come here and what's the hurdle you are facing right now as well?
When we started doing this, we started making posts every day. And Chief Vern made a post that we're sitting on the banks of the Athabasca River. There's people out there who are very ignorant. So he said, so I posted back and he said, you guys have what clue what you're doing or what you're talking about. He said, you guys are on Highway 63. And then he replied, no, he said, you guys are on Highway 63. Our people have been here for thousands of years. And where I'm sitting is once upon a time, the actual banks of the Athabasca River. So we put it in that context that we've always been here. And we've been here since the first barrel of oil. And after the last barrel of oil is gone, we're the only ones that are going to be here. We're going to be here for a long time. As for the hurdles, economic reconciliation is what we're working on right now. And that's call 92 of reconciliation. And these things that address reconciliation is something that they talk about to reconcile, the word reconciliation, to reconcile for some wrongs that were done. So on our part, we don't look at it as something that we have to do to reconcile because we're the ones whose land was taken. We're the ones whose children were taken. And this went on for the last 100 years. Never mind the other 100 and 200 years before that, what they did to our people. For those that don't know out there, this is the largest ethnic cleansing in current human history right now. What happened to us? And almost 100 million people decimated.
Do you approach your chief as well?
I actually,
And who's your chief?
you've heard of Treaty 8 meetings, right?
Yes.
I announced that I'm going to do at the Treaty 8 meeting on August 30th. And
Yeah.
I said, at that time, we were still in talks with Suncor about changing things, but none of it worked out. So I did address my chief. I addressed all the chiefs in the room, and they actually sent me a letter of support from Treaty 8 for what it is I'm doing because they know exactly what's going
That's
on.
good. Would you
you
like
know.
to tell the chief
But
name who's helping you out?
but oh, Vern Janvier, he's from the chief of Prairie Chippewa First Nation in our region. Janvier, as most people know, he's been here since day one. When I set this up, he consciously told himself about what I said at the Treaty 8 meeting that if Mike Deranger does something, I'm going to go support Mike Deranger. And he did. So the day after my teepee was set up, he set his up the next day too. As for my chief hasn't come around at all. Nothing.
So who's your chief?
My chief is Alan Adam from the ACFN Nation.
Okay, okay. And you live in Fort McKay or you live in right now
Oh,
Janvier?
right now I live in Fort McMurray.
Fort McMurray.
Yeah.
But like your business is like in Fort McKay or your Janvier based?
No, my business is ACFN business.
ACFN.
But we've done work all over the region, from Conklin, Janvier, past Fort McKay, all the way to Curl Lake.
Did you get any support from Fort McKay chief?
Nope.
No. Yeah. Okay.
He's not
And-
my chief.
Yeah.
That's why I'm very surprised that Vern came here to support me,
Yeah, no,
which was awesome.
that's good. But don't you think, let's come to the elected officials. They always come to you after 4 years. Are you not fed up? When the time comes, they ask for vote. But when actually you guys need it, they disappear.
Yeah, that kind of thing has always been a struggle within our communities, for our Indigenous communities, to get the support from the elected officials, to get the support from the parties that support us most. So in our region, we've always had support from different parties, different people that have come in for short term for 4 years, and then it's gone. But more and more of our people who are coming in for office are starting to be
Yeah.
educated about what's going on here and supportive of what's going on here. So to me, what we've been doing in the last little while up to this point is we've been preparing for the next direction of where we go. And that support that we need from individuals like yourself or
Thank you.
other individuals who are going to be stepping into office is critical right now, especially when it comes to things like this, because there's something going on in our Indigenous business community that's very important, and there's changes that need to happen, not only here, but across the country. But I feel that because we've done so much in our region with the support of our elected officials and industry, because the industry has done good work too as well,
Yeah.
but we've come to a point now where as Indigenous business development, as Indigenous business owners, as Indigenous business spend from industry to us in the region, we're at a standstill. And that's why I'm here too, because there's things we need to fix. It's important. And if we don't fix them, I might not be the only one. I might be the first one that does something like this. And I can't say what the next person might do because they might be mad. I've been in business 20 years.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm in the wrong business. Maybe I should be in politics.
No, I think every
So maybe you
every-
never know, right?
every individual who really want to do something,
Yeah.
they need to involve in the politics.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I'm a common guy, you are a common guy,
Yeah.
and as you said, like you live in Fort McMurray, and there is a regional municipality of Wood Buffalo elections are coming, and there is a ward one, and there will be 6 elected council are coming.
Yeah.
So why don't you run for council position? Because as I see, and I talked to you before so many times, so I
Yeah.
know you are a people guy. You want to work with the people. You want to do something for the people. You are not asking for yourself. I know it's a cause. You want to tell like why we are not getting businesses, why we are not getting local contracts, why we are not getting local jobs.
Yeah.
I know you are fighting for your generation.
Yeah.
So why not you guys or somebody like a good person, indigenous, run for council position in this time?
I've thought of it. It's a short time to campaign. 8 weeks is a short time to campaign. This would be maybe a kick-ass start to my campaign, but there's things going on right now for me that won't allow me to do that with all the bullshit that's going on here, with this stuff that I brought up right now. So that I have to wait for that to let the chips fall where they may. But right now, like for what's important to me right now at this very moment is continuing this message that we have right now in regards to how business development is done in this region. And that's why I'm glad you came, because you can also speak on these things. You've worked with our Indigenous people before too as
Yes,
well.
I did before. As I said that when I won the nomination election for Conservative Party, after the winning the election, I met with the stakeholders. I met with every single person because my job is to decrease the hurdles between MLA or mayor and the common people, because we came from a common people. We need to work for the common people instead of special interest group. And I know, and I heard about good thing about you. You are not working for special interest. You want to do for the people. So Yeah, definitely. I'm running for mayor this time.
Yeah.
And I know like people like you, they are supporting me.
Hi.
Over 20 years. Huh? How long? It's a Fort McMurray. My
So
wife
who's
is
this
from,
beautiful lady?
this is Kay, my wife, Kay Deranger.
How
Yeah.
long you guys are married?
14 years.
Okay. And now you can tell me like how many kids you have, grandkids?
We actually celebrated our wedding anniversary while I was out here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah. So how many kids we got?
5 kids, 6 grandchildren.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
And like I said, my wife is from Mikisew. Both of our families go back generation in the region here, and we'd like to stick around too for as long as we can. But right now, at this moment, everything really is up in the air.
So my question to you would be, what is your take on homelessness in Fort McMurray, and how are you willing to support that?
Okay. You know, there is a tower housing and
Which I'm a proud.
you are proud, okay? And maybe you are familiar. I am the only one guy who stood for tower housing when elected or selected official, Mr. Tanny Yao, he went to the Legislative Assembly of Alberta and he said openly that tower housing is being used for drug activities. He was the only one who stood for it. And I asked the question, although he never gave me the answer, but even I emailed to tower housing as well and asked what's their perspective. So for me, every single resident, whether they are from any nation, we need to work for them. We need to provide them a shelter. And as the owner of the land, indigenous people, Métis people, they welcome us. You guys welcome us. And I am blessed. Like my first uncle came here in Fort McMurray in early 1960. And I have 70 plus family members in Fort McMurray. And because of you, we are here. That's my home. Whatever is in our power, we need to work. And if you feel after getting elected, I am not working for the people, you can ask a question directly, openly. And if you think I am working for special interest, you can ask my resignation. I will give you my resignation right away.
I have good questions, and I'm very vocal too. So I
Please
do
do.
like to speak up for all the homeless people and stuff, because I work with them one-on-one.
So maybe you,
So it's
so if
it's
somebody,
very important to me.
so if somebody think I know everything, it's not like that. I don't know everything, but I'm a good learner. I learn quickly. So what's the issue you guys are facing right now over there?
It's just the housing for them, the more support for them out there, for even when it comes to supporting them when they're on the streets. When we can't help them, somebody else needs to be able to help them too. All hours, not just Monday to Friday from business hours. Is more of a 24-hour concept, because they don't stop surviving between business hours. So they still need support ongoing after that.
So Alberta government, they stop supporting you as well, right?
That I'm not sure. I'm not
That's not
part
a,
of the management.
did you get a chance to look at that video, what Tanny Yao said? It's
Tanny
gonna,
Yao.
yeah, MLA. Did you get a chance to
Yeah,
look
I
at
did.
it? Don't you think it's gonna hurt your cause?
I do.
So what's your reaction?
My reaction is it's not cool. You have to get to know them. Don't be scared of the people that need help. Just learn them.
Don't
As you say, you're a fast learner. Everybody needs to learn that these
So don't
people
you
are
think he need to apologize and make the image of tower housing clear?
Yes, because he has a misconception of it big time, where
Did he?
people they have their addictions and everything else too, but we don't support that. We support them, we guide them, we encourage them to get help and to move forward and to face everything that they
Did
have
he
to
ever
deal
came
with.
to you guys
To talk or not, I can't say I don't know.
before and after even?
No, he doesn't come around too often though. He does go there when we have the stuff.
Yeah, you will see every single elected official after 4 years when there is a time of election. I'm not like that type of a guy. Whenever I see something and if I get knowledge, if you see in future, even if I'm holding a mayor position or no, you can approach me. I will stand for you guys. I know Mike as well before. I met him. Even we have a good conversation. Few months back, even I told him, don't you think in Fort McMurray, indigenous people need to run? Common people like you and me. He knows where I work. So these are the things, because special interest people, they are the only one who's running all the time. It's the same group. You know whose group is supporting all the candidates. I know, but we cannot say the names because they put defamation lawsuits against us. Until people spoke up, it's gonna be same issue. So people like you, me, we need to stand up. We need to stand up. And by outside, we cannot make any changes.
Yeah.
We need to go inside the system. That's why I ran for MLA position. And I was the one who defeated MLA Tanny Yao. and I was about to be your MLA. Then Queen Daniel Smith, she disqualified me by changing the party rules undemocratically. And I'm not crying for position because I don't care. I don't need position.
My thing is just that when new people want to come in, like for mayor or MLA or whatever, my big concern is the homelessness out there. It's not always by choice, right? And it's something that we're being pushed to. For example, what Mike is out here for too, right? What is he about happening? You're getting things taken away. You're getting pushed to. A lot of people aren't strong enough to keep going, so they just say they go and use or they go and do something that seems easier to numb it.
Yeah.
And then not everybody can do that. So that's where he's sitting out here doing this.
And I said to him, like, he's fighting for the people. He's not fighting for himself. He's fighting for every single person. Same thing for me. I am fighting for the people. Like, and so many people, they don't know what I faced. I lost my position. I lost my credibility. I got lawsuits, although it's clear after 2.5 years, but the damage has been done because justice system is delay. If you don't get justice on time, it's a miscarriage of justice. So I hope you guys get justice, and they will come to you, and they will come for not for photo ops, elected officials. They will come and they will make some changes instead of coming here and taking picture. And I will definitely work with you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, dear.